not a test. This is rock and roll.
I wake up every morning in a bed that's too small, drive my daughter to a school that's too expensive, and then I go to work to a job for which I get paid too little.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. We can stay up late, swapping manly stories, and in the morning, I'm making waffles.
You're waking up with the Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
Good morning. Happy Monday. It is the Morning App, and we are ready to have a big show. We're talking family weekend. We're talking the weather. We have a US Citizenship Test later. We're going to see how real American we actually are. We got Would You Rather. Yeah, we got Would You Rather, and then we got, of course, our relationship segment.
Wait a minute.
We're packed.
Y'all didn't tell me we were having a test today.
Yeah, we got a quiz.
Welcome to life. Welcome to college.
This is not what I signed up for on the show.
Get ready, man.
Oh, no.
It's actually Welcome to America, Dovy. We're going to see if we're actually worthy as you're becoming an official U.S. citizen, and we'll talk about that a little bit later on.
Who should really be voting.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh, my goodness.
Because I couldn't do it. I can't do it yet. I'm so close. I'm like surfing. I don't know how much time I even have to. It's probably over, right? I can't vote.
No, I think it goes until like November something.
Maybe.
You can take my vote.
Maybe I have time.
You're probably more worthy than I am. Just tell me who you want. I'll write it down. I'm fine with that.
All right. Well, we'll get to that.
Yeah, we'll get to that a little bit later on. But it was family weekend. Mountaineers got a big win against the Raging Cajuns, and they're now officially ranked as well. For anyone who knows football at all, they're now the 25th ranked team in the nation. First time ever they've been
App
ranked
State?
in the top 25.
Isn't that wild to think about?
Let's go, boys. Dang. And I was there for that moment, too. I was actually, I was board hopping for the game. So, like, I was kind of like...
A part of history.
In a way, in a sports broadcasting history, which is hilarious because I don't know anything about sports. And I was really trying to pretend like I did. Like,
oh, yeah. we know. Everyone could tell.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it was good.
No, I'm not surprised.
It was a good broadcast, but ultimately the Mountaineers did win. And I think there was a lot of people up here. Families, I think, had a lot of fun. It was packed. A lot of people said it'd be just as packed as the Wake Forest game. And there was a good bit of people.
There's a lot.
To say the least, yes, there was.
And then on top of that, it was probably the coldest game of the year so far. And even this morning, the weather, it's been extremely cold. And it's kind of where we didn't really have that transition from warm to kind of mildly warm to a bit chilly, then to just drastically cold. It's now just drastically cold.
I think it's still doing that thing where, like, it starts off super cold in the morning and then by the time it's noon, it gets to 60 maybe. Hopefully it won't be that big of a difference, but I don't know. It's pretty tricky because you get up in the morning and you have to like let your car warm up, and then you have to ice it, like, or get the ice on.
You have to put more ice on it.
Yeah, you put more ice on it, cool it down, which is a pain. I keep forgetting to do that, so like I just end up sitting in my car for a bit because I don't want to take off with a cold engine.
See, I'm impatient, so this morning my whole windshield was completely ice, and I couldn't really see, but I'm like, I gotta get going. So I did, and I'm kind of like hunched down over the dash, finding that little itty bitty hole that shows everything, and it's a guess and check game. But
you pull an Ace Ventura and just right out the window.
No, I'm not gonna. It's too cold.
It's a little too cold.
A ski mask.
No, I'd rather crash and look through my little itty bitty hole on the console than anything else.
Right.
But you're right. That's probably the most difficult thing in the morning. I hate that. Because if you have a scraper, I had my scraper this morning, and I scraped, and I still couldn't get it off. It made those little lines.
Yeah, it was way too difficult. Because even with my little scraper, I was just worried I was gonna actually scrape the window because it wasn't like a thick layer, but it was also just I wasn't making a dent in it. It was ridiculous.
I don't know if anyone has any tips or tricks because for me, you just heat up the engine, you turn the little air conditioning thing on to hit the windshield, and then hopefully eventually it'll melt.
Yeah, so my parents are from the Soviet Union, right? So I remember a long time ago, I was doing the same thing. I was getting ready. I was in community college. I was getting ready for class. I got up really early in the morning, and my car was just frozen. And I was like, oh my gosh. My mom had to leave, and I was like, Mom, do you have a scraper that I could, get the ice off or whatever? And she's like, oh, 1 minute, I'll be right back. And she goes inside the house. She comes out, throws me a spatula, and she goes, "We'll do fine. We do this all the time. Just use this." And then she just drives off. I'm just standing out and with the spatula. I'm like, there's no way. I start scrubbing it. It starts working better than like a normal
Scraper?
Yeah, so I just like started keeping a spatula in my car.
Okay.
Go buy a spatula. It's seriously.
It's got to be a metal spatula, though, correct? It can't just be one of the plastic ones.
I would recommend a metal one, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, let your car warm up a little bit. You know, start the car, go inside, get your spatula, get yourself your coffee, go back out, and it'll do the job.
Wow.
Surprisingly.
Flipping flapjacks out in the cold.
Yeah.
Have you ever had to explain to somebody why you have a spatula in your car?
No. I don't have many friends. I don't see people that early in the morning. It's very rare that like, I'll you know, if I get up that early, like there's going to be somebody else there, you know, or if it's late at night that happens. Usually it's always in the morning where you actually have to do that, you know. And I guess if you have a lot of snow and like you get a lot of powder, I mean, a spatula is not going to do the job. So you probably should have like one of the scrapers because you have like a little fuzzy part where you can brush off the snow and stuff.
It could do the job. You just wing it.
The problem is that it's just too small of a little scrape.
Squale.
You know what I'm talking about? Squale,
Yeah.
right. It's just too narrow. So you only get these tiny little like stripes, you know, on your car versus a spatula is just mighty and it's just
Mighty.
it's hefty. You just
That's
you know,
funny.
it's very bizarre. It works for me. I don't know.
I guess they didn't have ice scrapers back then. They just tried to figure out what to do.
It's just
and
like we just got this laying around. It's literally like, what do we have laying around? Probably.
Yeah.
Oh, let's just use this.
I mean, if
know.
it works.
Tag yourself. You know, if you want to try it out, like just like video yourself scraping your car with
Oh
the
my
spatula and tag
goodness.
the morning show so we can see that.
I'm going to go out and buy a metal spatula. I need one anyway. Might as well use it for my car.
Yeah.
But
It never hurts to have multiple spatulas either.
Yeah, very true. I don't know. It just seems like that's at least worth a try because my little scraper that I have, it broke last winter. Like when I was like scraping ice off the car, like it just like snapped. So I needed a new one anyways. So I could just get a spatula instead.
You're just like, well, what now?
Yeah, I don't know. I was like trying to scrape my window this morning with a like broken. It was like just snapped off, you know. So it was just the little like
stub.
Oh,
yeah.
Line at a
It was
time.
bad because I had forgotten to get a new one. So here I was.
well, if anyone else has any tips or tricks on how to get the ice off your windshield in the morning or off your car, hit us up on Facebook, the Morning App page. Hit us up on Instagram at WASU's Instagram page and try and help us out because we're struggling. But I think we're all going to go out and get a spatula. And if it doesn't work for a car, at least we have something else to make food with and to flip those pancakes. But we're sticking with the American theme here because we are going to take the citizenship test up next. Or Dovy's got some questions he think will be good for us. But here is Party in the USA, Miley Cyrus.
We'd like to introduce you to App TV's original program, Pixel Peek.
Pixel Peek is a weekly news show covering the video game industry. Everything from the most recent announcements to hot topics and controversies are covered by us, your hosts.
Pixel Peek is also your home for interesting and objective game reviews and in-depth analysis of the industry's biggest names.
You can watch Pixel Peek every Wednesday at 4 p.m. on watchapptv.com or on any of these TV channels.
Thanks for stopping by, and we hope you come back to visit us here on
Pixel Peek.
Hello, I'm Dr. Paul Gates, host of The Academics. We at App TV invite you to join us Wednesday afternoons at 2:30, where we discuss diverse topics with experts concerning current events and subjects impacting students and the high country. We'll see you here.
Hello, I'm Ozzy Ostwald, the host of Religion and Life on App TV. Join me as we discuss topics and issues surrounding all things related to religion every Sunday at 9 a.m. Tune in and join us every week for an insightful episode of Religion and Life.
I'm Annie Jones.
And I'm Faith Hatton.
And I'm Natalie Broom, and we're the hosts of the Appalachian Update. Your weekly rundown of what's going on around campus, brought to you by your student-run newspaper, The Appalachian. Tune in to App TV on Spectrum, Skybest Cable, or watchapptv.com every Saturday at 1:30 to hear the latest on-campus news, arts and entertainment, and sports stories. You can also pick up our newspapers every Friday at the nearest newsstand. However you get your news, the Appalachian Update has you covered.
Y'all know no one watches this, right? Shh.
And now back to your favorite morning talk show, The Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
We all love America, but how well do we actually know our country? Good morning, it's The Morning App, and Dovy, I betcha, knows it better than a lot of us. And
Yeah.
Dovy, I mean, you studied.
I mean, yeah, but that's why.
Well,
You know,
hey,
but I also like American history
yeah,
a little bit.
that's still more than a lot of us, I bet. But
It's
Dovy,
exciting.
talk about your journey to
Yeah.
become an American citizen.
Oh my gosh, this is gonna be So so if for those of you who don't know, I'm not an American citizen yet. I've been a legal immigrant here since I guess '99, so almost 19 years now of being in the United States. I passed the test around July, and so tomorrow I'm actually going to do the official oath ceremony where you kind of state your pledge, and I'm going to get me a nice thick cheeseburger when I'm done afterwards. And I'm really excited. So finally that's done. And I'm really excited about that. And so I figured, why not bring the citizenship test to you guys to see if you could pass it?
Where do you go for your oath?
It depends. It depends on where
The
you
Statue
live.
of Liberty.
Yeah, do they like
the White
send-
House.
Do they send you a letter and it's like go to the remote location now?
Yeah, they just it's I'm going to Charlotte.
Okay.
So it just kind of depends on where you are and then what's the closest place to where you're living. But they usually get a bunch of people and do it. We all do it at the same time. So
And that's tomorrow for you?
Yep, tomorrow morning.
Well, I'll tag along.
Yeah, man, I wish we could live stream it, but we don't have a show on Tuesday, so that wouldn't make sense.
Let's have the morning app from that Charlotte location.
Yeah. Breaking in here, I don't know. From the location. Anyways.
Live and on location.
So the way this works is, so there are 100 questions in this book, but they pick 10 at random, right? And you need to get 6 out of the 10 in order to pass. Otherwise, you go back home and you have to study and try again, pretty much.
Oh.
Wait, just like 10 questions? That's the whole test?
Yeah.
Multiple choice,
but there's also an interview. I mean, there's also an interview with the thing. But as far as the test goes, you have to get 6 out of 10 of these.
Yeah,
right.
and 100. Like they could choose from any of the 100. Like, so you'd have to have a pretty good idea.
Oh,
of so many of them.
Okay.
You can't.
That's absolutely wild.
I'm gonna go ahead
do that test,
and instead of choosing the 10, I'm gonna actually go ahead right now and just randomly pick 10 out of the 100.
Okay.
So you guys ready?
Yeah.
Ready? All right. Your first question. Holy cow! Number 1. What are the odds of that?
Did you like a random number generator?
Yeah,
or something?
just randomly generated 10. So you're getting the full authentic experience. And if you're at home, I mean, try to keep up and see if you can do it too. You know.
We gotta get 6 out of 10.
All right.
Okay.
So number 1, what is the supreme law of the land?
Ooh, I got this.
Wait, how is this going to work?
I
just realized that.
Okay. Like,
Whoever wants to answer
We
first.
could do it like that one segment, like the real or fake news.
Yeah, if you want to do that.
We get to, whoever one of us
Well,
gets
that's
to be
fine.
citizens.
We can all have our separate answers.
Yeah,
That's fine.
you should work together.
Oh,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
should?
yeah.
Okay.
There you go, because that's what America's
No,
about.
yeah.
You're right. Teamwork.
Please.
America's about unity, not, we got to do that. So y'all all can answer together. What do you think?
I think it's the Constitution.
That's the answer.
Yeah, supreme law of the land. The Constitution.
I think it would be
regs.
Whoever owns land.
Right.
Like you have property rights over land, but the government is ultimately what controls the land.
Supreme law of the land. It's the Constitution.
Is that your final answer?
Katie, please help.
Oh my gosh. Wait. So we have to choose one of the answers to like.
Well, we just have to figure out what it is. It's probably fill in the blank on the quiz.
No, you answer like verbally. Like,
Oh, that's right.
yeah.
The Constitution. You're my judge.
It is the Constitution.
That's right.
Yeah, y'all calm down. Yo, you got it. You got this. Y'all got this.
I'm in regs.
Cheers.
With you, Dovy.
I'm supposed to do the voice.
Yeah, do the voice.
I said I was going to do the voice.
Come on.
All right. Number 65. What happened at the Constitutional Convention?
That's such a broad question.
I wish we had like the Millionaire theme song.
Yeah. And the lights like all like dimmed down or whatever.
Right, think about this. What happened at the Constitutional Convention?
Wasn't there there was a discussion?
They all dressed up like the Constitution and like founding fathers. And stuff.
They all dressed up like the Constitution.
Comic-Con.
The Constitutional Convention. There you go.
Wasn't
Oh
it?
my goodness.
It was a discussion to break away from England, or that's where they forged the Declaration of Independence.
It's like you guys, you feel like breaking away
The
from
Constitutional Convention.
Okay, they created the
wrote
Constitution.
Yes.
I think we're trying to make this too difficult.
Yeah, it's really simple. Just kind of. All right,
I'm
here
just
we
like
go.
assuming that they're all trick questions somehow.
Right. All right, number 19. So how many? I'm sorry. We elect the U.S. senator for how many years?
Okay.
6.
Okay. Is it 6?
It's either 6 or 8.
No, it's 6 or 2.
Yeah, because
One of them is 6, House of Representatives and Senate. One of them is 6, one of them is 2. Isn't it? It's
I
not
only know
8.
the
Maybe it's
president.
8. It's either, I know 2 is one of them.
I don't know if it's for that one though.
I know. Which was it? House of Representatives or Senate?
Senate. So the Senate has how many?
I think that's longer. I think that's either 6 or 8.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So,
let's go with 6.
I like to use my lifeline.
It is 6.
Oh, good.
You're right.
Nice job,
Congrats.
Katie.
Yeah, and it makes sense because they're kind of a bigger deal because you only get 2 of them per state.
Okay.
So I think the representatives should be 2 years, 2-year terms.
That'll be the next question.
All right, number 28.
We're on a roll.
This is the hard one, man.
This is easy.
Oh, no.
Who is the president of the United States right now?
Is that like really a question that they would ask?
That's one of them.
Who is it though?
That's Mr. Donald Trump.
Is he really president?
Yeah.
That is the
People aren't kidding.
correct answer.
Mr. Don.
One
I
of
don't know
the-
his middle initial. What's his middle initial?
J.
Is it
John.
J?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought
John.
about it. Mr.
John.
Donald J. Trump. Yep. Okay, well,
all right.
We're killing it.
Number 58. This one's not too bad. What is one reason that colonists came to America?
Freedom.
Like Dungeon Master right now.
Wasn't it to practice their own religion?
Say what?
Didn't they want their own religion because the England king?
The England king. Yeah. Y'all are getting them all right. You said freedom.
Well, and some of them like
Religious
had
freedom.
bad like reputations in England. You know, they were trying to get away from
political
it.
liberty, economic opportunity, and to escape persecution.
Okay.
Bam.
We're almost there.
You're all doing great. You're all doing.
I'm ready to take my oath.
Dandy. Yeah. All right, and we got. Let's see. That was 49. 36. What are two cabinet level positions?
The top and bottom drawer.
Yeah, right.
Just two. You just got to name two. There's a bunch, but you only need to name two.
Oh, okay. These are like the people right below Mr. Donald J. Trump, like his cabinet.
Secretary of Defense.
Secretary of State. That's two, right?
Yep.
Look at that.
Secretary of Agriculture, Commerce, Defense, Education, Energy.
Wow, look at us.
Health and Human Services. Even the Vice President is considered one of the cabinet.
Oh, okay.
Do you get like bonus Americanism
No.
if you get all 10 correct?
But you feel like you do. I definitely, whenever I got a question with multiple answers, I was just like, da. What is the capital of the United States?
The District of Columbia.
Oh, yeah. Isn't it Washington, D.C.?
Yeah. Washington, D.C.
Wow, I really blanked there for a minute.
Well, I was just like, is this a trick?
New York?
I almost...
Los Angeles?
That was bad.
Because I guess I've
Texas.
never heard it referred to as that way. But.
Texas.
All right. And one more. So, why do some states have more representatives than others?
Easy. It's
Those are better.
population-based.
Yes, I was just putting that away. Sorry.
Yeah.
It just fell. You're right. Congratulations. You're all still American.
Thanks for the help, Katie.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was just going to sit back and let you guys figure it out.
Well, we did
It
it.
helped me refresh my mind.
Did we win?
Yeah, we
I
got
stopped
almost
keeping
all of them correct, if not all of them. I mean, we
Yeah,
kind
got
of...
all of them.
Dovy kind of helped us a little bit.
And the actual thing, the person would just ask you and then just stare at you, though.
Yeah, they're
So
not
it's
like saying anything,
my
right?
goodness.
It's a little bit harder, and you got to do it by yourself, but it is interesting. It's still good to know. Honestly, it's a good idea to just get one of these and then just kind of look through them and just see what you know and what you don't know.
Before you go to bed every night, yeah.
Yeah, just got to know it,
Some light reading.
just know your little American facts.
Yeah.
And know what it takes to be an American. I should have read it like that.
Oh, my
That would have been
goodness.
great.
Where's the time machine?
Well, now we do know what it takes, and we love America, and we love Simon and Garfunkel here. America on the morning app.
What's up, guys? The A Game is here to give you highlights and updates for everything App State sports. I'm Austin Lopp.
And I'm Grace Salter, and you can catch us here every Monday at 8 p.m. giving you the best coverage for all Mountaineer sports. You'll see in-depth reporting on the sidelines, including athlete interviews and Player of the Week.
We want you to be part of the Q&A game every week. Join us on channel 23.3 on App State's campus and 198 for Spectrum customers.
Be sure to join us right here on the only App State sports show, The A Game, on App TV.
Pixel Peak is App TV's very own video game news show. Hot topic discussions, objective game reviews, and much more, all right here on Pixel Peak.
To watch, tune to any of these TV channels or watch apptv.com at 4 p.m. every Wednesday. We hope you enjoy your time at Pixel Peak.
Hello, I'm Dr. Paul Gates, host of The Academics. We at App TV invite you to join us Wednesday afternoons at 2:30 here on The Academics, where we discuss diverse topics with experts concerning current events and subjects impacting students and the high country. Join us on Channel 20 and 1020 for SkyBest customers, Channel 198 for Spectrum customers, and Channel 23.3 on App State's campus. We'll see you here.
So I'm the new nightly news producer. Jamie can be a little much to handle, but it's fine because I can sass him as much as I want and not get fired. Watch This Is App TV so I can go home and hang out with my cat.
Hey, should somebody mic me up? All right. Anybody?
The Morning App on 90.5 WASU and WASUradio.com.
So we've taken our citizenship test, and now it's time for Would You Rather. Last week, we only got through one because you all debated wizard or superhero for the whole segment.
It's a big deal.
I mean, yeah. It was a good argument. You all had good points, but ultimately, I think Dovy was wrong. But either way, we did also get the results of Friday's debate. Cheez-Its did lose. Yes. It was a goldfish.
Really?
Yeah, barely.
I'm surprised. I felt like we were getting a good Cheez-It run, though.
They had a good run in the middle of the day. But Goldfish, I think, powered through at the end.
Was it very close?
Yeah, I think it was like 2 or 3.
Wow.
I guess people like saltines with faces better than good food.
I guess people like flavorless crackers more than just big flavored, Cheez-Its. But anyway, we'll have another debate on Friday. Not sure what the topic is yet, but I'm sure it'll be just as heated and we'll get a response the same way. But would you rather now be the last person on Earth or randomly teleport to a different planet every day? Wow.
No.
Neither.
Wait, but okay, so if you're randomly teleporting to a different planet, do you even know if the atmosphere is going to be right for
right, like,
you?
What if you land on
like
just, Saturn?
Yeah, and then you just die.
I guess we can assume it's a planet with other people on it?
Or just
no.
I don't know, because it's just if you landed on any planet, you can land on somewhere where you literally could not survive.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's saying you can survive anywhere you go, but you just every day you randomly teleport to a different planet.
And you don't know if there are other people,
No. You may be the first you could literally, so you're here on Earth. Today you teleport to Saturn and you find people. If eventually you were to re-teleport back to Earth, you could tell everyone, I've been teleporting planet to planet, and I found people, and they'll all
that
look
ain't
at you.
happening.
Yeah,
because this is a big universe.
Yeah.
I would probably just stay on Earth.
Last man on Earth?
I think so. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
You can pull a Hugh from Jimmy Neutron.
A what?
You know the Jimmy Neutron show where like everyone disappears, and then Jimmy Neutron's dad, he just like gets all the pies in town and collects them into like
his
a
name is
pie
Hugh.
castle.
Yeah.
I remember that.
I would explore Earth. I would probably check out waterfalls and climb mountains and stuff because there's just so much to look at, you know. Earth is so pretty. It really is. And I mean, I could end up on a weird planet with some weird life forms on there.
I mean, it could also be pretty.
It could. But it'd be kind of like you don't have time to appreciate where you're at if you know you're going to teleport the next day. So I'd probably be the last person on Earth.
That's fair. That's fun. You could also have all the animals still on Earth, too.
Yeah. Make friends.
Some friends.
Well,
you could get
Jungle
a soccer
Dovy.
ball and then paint a face on it.
And call him, what was the name? Wilson? Wilson!
Everyone agree? Everyone wants Earth?
I think
yeah. I mean, as much as it would, I don't know, be unfortunate to be alone, yeah, it's just terrifying to think of being alone on a planet you don't know anything about.
Okay. I mean, that's fair. That's fair.
Plus, even if you did happen to land on a planet where there were other life forms, then you're just going to leave the next day.
They could try and eat you too.
Yeah.
Very true.
I guess you could make friends. It's like that foreign exchange program. You go over there for like a semester, you feel great, you love them, their family, and you have to leave.
Oh, yeah.
So you teleport there for a day, you make friends, and then you immediately leave. Would you even tell them? Should you tell them that you're going to leave the next day?
I feel like a day, would that be enough time to even like make really good friends on this planet?
Because you think about it, like you're not going to land on a different planet and them all speak English.
You could also
exactly.
You could also end up like destroying societies. Like imagine if somebody did that here from another planet. If like an alien just showed up randomly, we would freak out. We'd be like, "What is happening?" And then that thing disappears forever. You know, imagine if we kept
and then leaves.
Like, is that a human? What is a human? So I don't know. For the sake of other planets and my sanity, I'll stay on Earth.
Yeah, we could worship them. Could be like...
You'd be a god every day.
Yeah. You could... Wow.
Oh, my gosh.
Dovy Nos the god.
Unless you go to a planet where they're way more advanced than you.
Yeah.
And they're just like, what is
and
that?
then like an ant to them and they kill you. Because you're in your way, and you're in their way or something.
Yeah, what if they're big? What if they're giants? Like, what if you land on a planet and they're giants?
They're all Thanos. They're all something. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, either way,
it's just a safer bet.
We're staying on Earth.
Yeah.
I'm staying on Earth.
Okay. Next one. Would you rather be able to create a new holiday or create a new sport?
Sport.
Okay, so
Really?
Yeah.
if you created a new holiday, would it be widely celebrated?
Oh, yeah.
Or is it one of those, like, oh, today is National
No, it's
Wear a Red Shirt Day? You know, like, I don't know.
it's
the ones that no one
definitely
actually pays attention
widely celebrated.
to. Okay.
I'm thinking one of the big ones: Thanksgiving, Christmas,
Oh.
Halloween. I think it's one of those.
Oh.
Everybody goes out. Everybody's got something planned around your holiday.
Yeah, I definitely do holiday because then you can get like 2 weeks to a month off of school for whatever it is.
Oh, I get. Well, Halloween you don't get that much. Thanksgiving you
No.
don't get that much.
But Christmas you do. You said
No.
Christmas.
Yeah, I mean you're right, but I guess we'll see if you're worthy enough. I don't know. I think it'd be cool to create a sport that everyone plays.
I think so too, because if something like that makes it to the Olympics, you literally have people that have committed their whole lives to perfecting a sport that you created. You know, like people. At one point, basketball was just a thing that somebody made up, right? But now people like dedicate their lives to be amazing at this one thing, and I think that's something that'd be really cool to see.
I think that would be cool. I mean, it's so hard to do now that you think about it, because we have all these sports, but you have the popular ones, you have the less popular ones, and whoever created soccer, that's a worldwide sport. It's not that popular here in America, but everywhere. It's like the sport of all the other countries, and they
Whoever
created it.
kicked a ball, and then his friend was like, "Wait, do that again."
I think it was
Try to stop me.
I think it was the Mayans, but they started using human heads instead, and they
Oh,
eventually got
gosh.
the balls.
Oh.
You know.
I didn't even know that.
Well, thank you to the Mayans. That's great. Here's Bruce Springsteen, born in the USA.
We'd like to introduce you to App TV's original program, Pixel Peek.
Pixel Peek is a weekly news show covering the video game industry. Everything from the most recent announcements to hot topics and controversies are covered by us, your hosts.
Pixel Peek is also your home for interesting and objective game reviews and in-depth analysis of the industry's biggest names.
You can watch Pixel Peek every Wednesday at 4 p.m. on watchapptv.com or on any of these TV channels.
Thanks for stopping by, and we hope you come back to visit us here on
Pixel Peek.
Hello, I'm Dr. Paul Gates, host of The Academics. We at App TV invite you to join us Wednesday afternoons at 2:30, where we discuss diverse topics with experts concerning current events and subjects impacting students and the high country. We'll see you here.
Hello, I'm Ozzy Ostwalt, the host of Religion and Life on App TV. Join me as we discuss topics and issues surrounding all things related to religion every Sunday at 9 a.m. Tune in and join us every week for an insightful episode of Religion and Life.
I'm Susanna Cornegie. I'm Annie Jones.
And I'm Faith Hatton.
And I'm Natalie Broom, and we're the hosts of the Appalachian Update. Your weekly rundown of what's going on around campus, brought to you by your student-run newspaper, The Appalachian. Tune in to App TV on Spectrum, Skybest Cable, or watchapptv.com every Saturday at 1:30 to hear the latest on-campus news, arts and entertainment, and sports stories. You can also pick up our newspapers every Friday at the nearest newsstand. However you get your news, the Appalachian Update has you covered.
Y'all know no one watches this, right? Shh.
And now back to the morning app on 90.5 WASU.
It's relationship time. We're here to patch up any issues you've got. We're here to find new love. And we're here to help you in any relationship endeavor you have. It's the morning app. And one of the issues that every relationship comes to, and this can be a friend one, this can be a dating one even, is just how to compromise maybe when both of you are wrong, both of you are right, both of you want two different types of things, and where's the middle ground? No comments. No. I guess we don't know.
It's hard. It's a tricky subject because I don't know. I think the first thing you got to be able to do is like be able to see both perspectives as well as possible. Mm-hmm. So I think listening is the first step. Always, you know, like what does the other person want? What do you want? And then trying to find that middle ground. It's like it's hard to explain because it's different. It's probably different for every relationship too.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, in some changes, even if someone is willing to change based on, I don't know, something that you wanted them to change for, then you have to kind of realize that that's not always going to be long-term, you know? Because some people just are not. I mean, people don't really change that much. You can, but it's not going to be, you know, there's some things that people just, you know, it's just part of, I don't know. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it's got to be intrinsic. It has to be like the person's
values or the person's like.
Yeah.
You can't really, no matter how hard you try, you really can't change somebody else. They have to kind of do it themselves, you know?
No.
Because you can't try to make someone be who you want them to be.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a habit type of thing, if it's just an annoying habit, something that, you know.
I thought we were just talking about like routine stuff. Or do y'all mean like
I don't know. I guess
things about your personality that you should change?
No.
So one example, I guess, is like, you know, when Morgan and I compare each other, I'm very relaxed and much more open. I'm more flexible, I think. I don't stress out about things as much. But I have a lot of trouble with organization sometimes. And for her, it's the other side. It's like the flip side. So we kind of figure out ways to, she helps me become more organized, right? Like she in a way inspires me, I think, to become more organized. Mm-hmm. Like when I see her do her thing, I'm like, wow, that could really help me out in life if I do what she does, make a Google Calendar, set reminders. It takes a little bit more work for me to do that, but, you know, let me try it out. Let me try to get into that habit. And it's the same thing for her. Like, she gets really stressed out sometimes about these little things, and I have to, like, show her, like, it's not that big a deal, you know? Gotta kind of relax, and that inspires her a little bit to kind of just take a step back and not be over analytical. Like, we're not analytical, but over too picky about all the things that are going on. And so I think inspiration is kind of the best way to get the other person to change or compromise, you know? Because like you said, like, you should be able to appreciate the person for who they are regardless, just off the bat, like off as like a flat base.
Yeah.
And then just kind of be there for each other to help each other grow, you know? If you don't have a reason to inspire the other person, then you got to work on yourself.
Yeah, because I think relationships definitely, it should be where the other person is pushing you to become like better. You know, they're like they are inspiring you. And so it's not that they're inspiring you to be worse than you are, but they're always like pushing you like, oh, you should try to do this. You should try to do this. Like, go try to get that job that you want. You know, like they should be pushing you in a way that, I don't know. I just think that that's always going to be good in a relationship.
Any relationship. It doesn't even have to be a romantic.
Yeah, I think it's the same with like a real good friend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But then you also got to be able to communicate it clearly if you're trying to inspire someone, because you can try and inspire someone to be better, and then it could just come out completely wrong or be taken the wrong way, which is hard, especially at least for me anyway. And maybe, I don't know, I think maybe guys in general, like we have trouble with our words. We do. We don't say it always what we really mean to say in our head. It comes out awkwardly and then it gets taken the wrong way. Or at least from my experience. Like, I've never been really concise or clear with my thoughts, because like I have the idea and then it comes out and it's like, what came out was nowhere near what was in my head. What are you doing, Joshua? And then it just becomes a whole thing. But I think if you just maybe think about it a little bit more before you speak, which is very hard, I think that that helps. Yeah, thinking before you speak. I don't know.
I think it's also like timing too. Like, I guess another, like going back to that example I had earlier, I mean, there was a point last semester where I think I just got really overwhelmed. I was getting stressed out. I was like not in control of everything that was kind of coming in. And then, you know, Morgan was just there to be like, listen, like, you just got to get your stuff together. You just got to like work harder to be more organized. It's not like your personality, but like this is just something you have to do if you don't want to have to deal with this problem. Mm-hmm. And that's all she really needed to say. After that, it was just a matter of me being like, all right, I'm going to do that, you know, or I could have said, no, I'm not going to do that, and then just suffer the consequences of that, you know.
You suck, so get better.
Yeah, don't say that. Yeah. But just kind of, sometimes it's just like, that's what your friends should do. That's what your partners should do. They should just be real, you know, and it should never be out of their interests. It's because she said that because she wanted me to not have to deal with that, you know. So she was giving me the answer to that, so. Just kind of be there for each other, you know? Always put the other person first rather than just yourself.
Wise words from Dovy. You're such an inspiration to us all. Becoming an American citizen, your relationship.
Yes, quiet, my children. I will be here next week for more Words of Wisdom.
Well, right now we have American Woman, and we're going to wrap up the show on the other side of the break.
What's up, guys? The A-Game is here to give you highlights and updates for everything App State sports. I'm Austin Lopp.
And I'm Gray Salter, and you can catch us here every Monday at 8 p.m. giving you the best coverage for all Mountaineer sports. You'll see in-depth reporting on the sidelines, including athlete interviews and Player of the Week.
We want you to be part of the Q&A game every week. Join us on channel 23.3 on App State's campus and 198 for Spectrum customers.
Be sure to join us right here on the only App State sports show, The A-Game, on App TV.
Pixel Peak is App TV's very own video game news show. Hot topic discussions, objective game reviews, and much more, all right here on Pixel Peak.
To watch, tune to any of these TV channels or watch apptv.com at 4 p.m. every Wednesday. We hope you enjoy your time at Pixel Peak.
Hello, I'm Dr. Paul Gates, host of The Academics. We at App TV invite you to join us Wednesday afternoons at 2:30 here on The Academics, where we discuss diverse topics with experts concerning current events and subjects impacting students and the high country. Join us on Channel 20 and 1020 for SkyBest customers, Channel 198 for Spectrum customers, and Channel 23.3 on App State's campus. We'll see you here.
So I'm the new nightly news producer. Jamie can be a little much to handle, but it's fine because I can sass him as much as I want and not get fired. Watch This Is App TV so I can go home and hang out with my cat.
Hey, should somebody mic me up? All right. Anybody?
And now back to your favorite morning talk show, The Morning App on 90.5 WASU.
Wrapping up the show today, and of course, it can't be a morning app show without a little comic book news. And we have some subreddit news once again from the same Thanos Did Nothing Wrong subreddit.
Yeah. So if you don't know what this subreddit's about, it's kind of just a subreddit dedicated to Thanos and nerding out about how, what an awesome villain he is and stuff. And basically, I think 3 months ago, one of the users was like, hey, let's set it up so that half of the users get banned on a particular date. So everybody signs up, and then half of the users are either spared or they're like banned from the subreddit
randomly.
Right. And then somebody else, like just moments after that, was like, I'm going to make a petition to see if Josh Brolin, the guy who plays Thanos, can actually hit the button to ban all these people.
Goodness.
And so he ends up actually posting a video where he like snaps his fingers, and then that's what happened, and it blew up. Everybody loved the idea, and now people have been joining more and more, the subreddit even more. Like I think before it was at 180,000 subscribers. It's getting up to 567,000 subscribers right now.
Wow.
And so they're gonna do it again in July of next year, I think. So
that's a good bit.
Yeah, so you got some time if you want to join this, and you can kind of truly see officially if you would have been banned or if you would have been spared or so if you're subscribed to the post, the people that have been spared, they have a little title that says saved by Thanos, and then the people that didn't make it have a little title that says I don't feel so good.
No.
Yeah, it's really funny.
Now, after the movie, there was a website that came out where all you do is click on the website link, and all that came up was you were spared by Thanos or you were killed for the good of the universe by Thanos.
Yeah.
So that was a way to test out if you were spared or killed. I was spared.
I was spared too, dude.
My whole family was killed off except me.
Oh, you serious?
Yeah, I made my family do it, and I was the only one.
Yeah, can we do it right now?
Yeah.
I mean, I was already spared, but
I don't know the website. We'll have to. I don't remember the name.
I think it's like spared by Thanos or something. I don't know.
Sounds right.
As y'all type.
Did Thanos kill me?
Yes.
Did Thanos kill.me is what it is.
Okay.
So if you're at home, you want to check this out. Yeah, I was spared too, so it must be for real.
See, this time I was slain.
Well, you were spared. You were spared.
Yeah, I was spared the first time. Like, I'm fine.
I need to put in my credit card information for this.
Go to the morning app.
I died.
You should go to the app TV and comment whether you were spared or whether you actually
I don't feel so good, though.
were, for the good of the universe. It was for the good of the universe.
That's
man.
true. That's true. It's a better place without me.
Well, I think
everything's balanced now. Now there's only one Josh.
Oh, good.
There we go.
As things should be.
As things should be.
Well, before we wrap up the show, Bobby commented on the App TV Facebook page, an easy solution for a frosted windshield is putting a mixture of water and rubbing alcohol in a spray bottle. The alcohol will get rid of the frost and will prevent any more because it has such a low freezing temperature. So look at that.
Fascinating.
Yeah, thank you, Bobby. We'll have to try that out as well with the spatula. We're going to go and get spatula, rubbing alcohol, and a spray bottle. But thanks for listening to the Morning App. We'll be back on Wednesday.